We were doing the chapter Lost Spring again from the book Flamingo. That I'm saying actually I'm again repeating in the same in the videos again and again just to remind you. And this chapter has been written by Anish Young, and we have even read so far that there are two main protagonists in the story. One was Saqib Alam, who was a rag picker from Simapuri and who had been migrated from Bangladesh back in the year of 1971. And we finished his story, that what was it all about. And now we have started the second story, the second main protagonist, and his name is Mukesh, who was basically a bangle maker, and he used to live in a town called Firozabad, which is actually famous for the India's glass blowing industry, where every family is involved in the art of making bangles. But here the character of Mukesh is a bit different. He is a rebel kind of a person. He's very rebellious, he's very different. He doesn't want to be a bangle maker in his life. Rather, he wants to be a car mechanic. He wants to be a motor mechanic, and he's very focused, he's very certain about it, because he doesn't have any sources right now, but definitely he wants to fulfill his dream, and he is very particular about it. He's very certain about it, and that's why he even mentions in his dialogue that one day I will learn how to drive a car. And now we have read so far that Anish Young have actually thought to visit Mukesh's house, and Mukesh has when Mukesh actually accompanied this lady to his house, and she could easily see that it was a half-built shack, and there was a young woman who was actually cooking evening meal for the whole family, and this young woman was supposed to be Mukesh brother's wife, and she was not enough matured. It was not the right time for her to get married, but at this point of at a very young age, she has got so much of responsibilities and duties, and there are so many male members in the family. There was Mukesh father, there was Mukesh husband, Mukesh brother, and even Mukesh and grandmother was there. And it was not only that she was married very soon. In fact, there were a lot of customs and traditions that she has to follow being a daughter-in-law, as she has to even close her face, she has to bring down the veil close to her, down to her face, whenever some male member used to enter inside the house. And there was one dialogue which was actually presented by Mukesh's grandmother to the author, when she said that it is his karam, his destiny. Why she's saying that it is his karam, his destiny, she's actually representing this dialogue to Anish Young, in order to represent the condition of her son, actually Mukesh father, because this lady, the grandmother of Mukesh, she was also a bangle maker, and she has even seen her family working in the glass blowing industry, welding glasses for the bangles and so. And she has become very, I would say, she has accepted this kind of harsh reality that someday all her family members, and maybe all the people who are working in this in bangle making industry, they are going to lose their eyesight, because the conditions in the bangle making industry are very bad. They have to work in the dark, they don't have proper air or proper ventilation, even they don't have proper security measures, or they don't have proper tools and techniques, and they can easily harm themselves. And it is very much obvious that most of the people, in fact 20,000 children are working illegally in the bangle making industries. And one day will come when all these people have to lose their eyesight due to by working in the dark atmosphere. And there is one more fact that everyone is happy, and everyone doesn't want to change it, because they have accepted the reality, because they feel that nobody is going to help them. If they are going to start any movement, if they're going to start a rebel, so nothing will be, it will not be worth it. But Mukesh's character is very much, he's entirely different from others, and he is very much specific. He's very ambitious, he's a dreamer, and he wants to do something in his life. He is least interested in bangle making process. All right, okay, students. Now, after this quick recap, let's move the story ahead, and please open page number 18, the last paragraph. Please pay attention now. Okay. Savita, a young girl in a drab pink dress. Now students, please don't get confused, as Savita is just not related to Mukesh. This is the time when Anish Young has actually come out of Mukesh's house and she is wandering the streets of Firozabad, and she could see that there were a number of children who were working along with their parents in the process of bangle making, and she finds a girl, she automatically finds a girl whose name was Savita, and she's a very young girl, and she is dressed in a pink dress, and she sits along an elderly woman soldering pieces of glass. As her hands move mechanically like the tongs of machine, please underline this line, as her hands move mechanically like the tongs of the machine. See, she's a very young girl. Savita is a very young girl, First of all, lots of students will have queries regarding this, that who is Savita? Just let me take the new pen, please. Okay, so the question which arises in most of the reader's mind is that who is Savita? Who is Savita? So who was Savita? When this question comes into your mind, so you will simply have to answer that Savita was a young girl, she was a young girl, and she is not related to Mukesh at all. She is not in relation to Mukesh at all. She is not a member of Mukesh family, but she is just another young girl who is working as in just the streets of Firozabad along the side of Savita. There was maybe her grandmother, there was some elderly woman sitting along with Savita, and Savita, her hands move. Her hands move. It moves like, as if, she is a machine. So we could really imagine that Savita is a very young girl, and how she is moving her hands so fast while welding the glass and so on. Because maybe Savita is practicing this art for so much of long time. So that's why, we usually, there is a very famous phrase that practice makes man perfect. So definitely it is due to practice that Savita has become so expertise, in dealing with the bangle making process. And, it seems that she is moving her hands, like the tongs of machine. As the machine moves so fast, and same as the case with Savita, she is moving her hands so fast, because it seems that she is enforced to do this process, and she might have practicing this art for a very long time. Okay, I wonder, she knows the sanctity of the bangles she helps make. It symbolizes an Indian woman's suhag, auspiciousness of marriage. It will dawn on her suddenly one day when her head is draped with red veil, her hands dyed red with henna, and red bangles rolled onto her wrists. She will then become a bride, like the old woman beside her who became one many years ago. She still has bangle on her hands, but no light in her eyes. See, students, now Savita is sitting along with her grandmother. Savita is sitting along with her grandmother, and her grandmother is what? No doubt she is wearing bangles. First of all, students, this grandmother of Savita is actually wearing bangles, which means that this grandmother is what? She is married to someone. She is married to Savita's grandfather, but she has no light in her eyes. No light. How she has lost eyesight is very much obvious, that by working in the dark atmosphere, she might have lost her eyesight, and same is going to happen with Savita as well. She is a very young girl. She is busy in making bangle with her grandmother, but Savita is so small. She is so young that she even doesn't know the importance of having bangles or wearing bangles. We know that, that it is the Indian tradition or culture that when a girl gets married, so definitely she has to wear red bangles in her hands. So same as the case with Savita, when she will get married, someday, definitely her hands will be dyed with red henna. She will have to apply henna on her hands, and she will be dressed up in a red beautiful dress, like a bride. But what? With the marriage, not only bangles, not only beautiful dresses and so on will come. Marriage is not about fancy things, but definitely there will be many responsibilities and duties at that time which Savita had to perform. So she